I didn't have myself on the stage. Hey, how are you? Are you on it or no? Oh, okay. If you would like a free reading, just jump in the chat, or if you just want to say hey, you can say hey. Hey, welcome. Hey, Benita. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the love and the like. Would you like a free reading? I'm good. How are you? Welcome. Yes, you can. So basically, um, I've had women before ask about a specific partner, and tarot doesn't quite work like that. So it depends on how specific your question is. Like, for example, we're looking at purchasing some property, and I use my tarot deck to help guide me, but it will not give you a flat out answer. It will give you spiritual guidance and give you things to think about and to pray on and to consider. So of course you can ask a specific question and then we'll go from there. Oh, what are your spiritual gifts? Oh, I like it. Oh, we all have so many. Let's dig into it. Are you okay if I pray over the deck? Is that okay with you, Benita? Okay. Source, creator of all beings, all loving, I ask that you use this deck and my words to help guide Benita in her spiritual journey. I ask that you send her love, light, and positivity and help her hone in on her own natural gifts. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking about you. For the greatest purpose. My deck is being difficult. Nursery. Nursery. Am I saying that right? A nursery? Okay, Benita, I'm splitting the deck. All right, and what I'm going to do is the past, present, future spread. So it will hopefully guide you in your question of your spiritual gifts. Okay. Okay, so your first card will be, hey, thank you, Shannon. Your first card will be your past card. This one's titled The Moon. The moon, and this is your past. No matter how bright the moon is, it is still the realm of the night. It may be a tad harder to see at night, but this card portends clarity when looking inward at your innermost dreams, desires, and intuitions. Don't be afraid of the dark and don't get distracted by the pesky felines you encounter. The moon is here to help you connect to your truer self. But watch out, the crab here represents the tough shelled ego, which can pop up in your dreams, a flag as red as its shell. Oh, I like that. And the new moon is here. So the new moon is a great time to self-reflect and meditate. And I love how it brought up to the ego, because I know with me, and especially my spiritual side, my ego will constantly come into question of like, I don't know about that, and I have to keep it at bay, you know. So, all right, let's look at your middle card, which will be your present. Oh, the High Priestess. I like it. Hey, welcome, Mercedes. Welcome, Anursi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm currently doing a reading for Benita. The High Priestess. Make no mistake about it, it's the High Priestess's chair now. This girl is sitting on top of a world fertile with possibilities and power. Her lit candles speak to the contrast between darkness and light, secrets and clarity. Talk about the divine feminine. She represents sacred knowledge and hidden secrets. She directs your attention to your own intuition and trust you've built within yourself. Oh, Benita, that's giving me goosebumps. So you're asking about your spiritual gifts, and your intuition's already speaking to you. That's what this card's telling you, you know, to just hone in on that and listen to what your heart is telling you. I love that. All right, and then your last one is your future card. Oh, I haven't seen this one. I don't think I've ever pulled this one yet. So it should be nine of wands. Nine of wands. You find yourself, so I'm going to read the general description, but it is upside down. Oh, Benita, I too, like really, as I went on my spiritual journey, I have to keep in check my head versus my heart and my intuition. But the more we practice it, the better we get at it. So yeah. So the Nine of Wands, you find yourself on another bend in the path where obstacles present themselves and you're tired of fighting. Keep going. You'll reach those sticks eventually, even if you have to wait for that snowman to melt a little bit. So this card is reversed. So I'm going to read the reverse description. You're one burned out little pup, and with good reason. You've been leaping in and out of snowbanks, trying to grab those sticks for hours and hours. You're not sure how much longer you can do this. Even worse, you feel like you're out here all alone. Shove your doubts aside and keep going anyway. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Oh, I see. And external factors and other people's opinions. Yeah, so I can see even how this Nine of Wands is connecting to that. Yeah, it's hard. That is hard, especially when you know this 3D world will consume us, right? But your spread is speaking right to your question. You have these amazing spiritual gifts. They're our birthright, you know. So I'm excited for you to hone in on them, and whatever your practice is, if it's meditation, prayer, or both, just keep connecting with that spiritual side and your spirit allies, and try to keep that ego at bay. I know it's hard for me, girl. I have to keep it in check every day. I'm so glad you let me do a reading. Thank you. I hope it connected with you. Mercedes, I'm sorry that you feel people are playing games with you right now as we speak. I don't know if you're referring to family members or friends or what. Benita, getting too many tarot readings. Yeah, you're right. Getting too many readings could be, and these decks, they're amazing. I have this Spirit Ally deck that I use a lot. This is what I used first, and I just got it from Barnes and Nobles. So if you want to pick one up, you can connect with your Spirit Allies, and then and then I went up to the tarot deck after that, after I had some time with just connecting with myself and my Spirit Allies. So yeah, maybe that'll help. Mercedes, I'm sorry about that. I can do a reading for you, Mercedes, if you would like. Let me go up into the chat first. I hate to miss somebody that wanted a reading. Shannon, are you still in the chat? I noticed that you came in, or a nursery. A nursery actually was after Benita. A nursery. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. You're welcome, Benita. I hope you have a great day. Just guidance. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, a nursery. Please forgive me if I'm butchering that name. I'm going to pray over the deck for you, okay? And then we'll just do a 3-card spread and see what guidance it brings you. I'm going to say a prayer, okay? A nursery. Source, creator of all beings, I ask that you use my body and my voice to speak to a nursery, bring peace, love, and happiness. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring guidance and healing and love. And so it is. Amen. All right, a nursery. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and thinking of you, just keep an open mind and an open heart. Okay. I'm going to split the deck. All right. Your first card is your past. This is, I don't know if you can, there you go. The Hierophant. Hierophant was upside down. I don't know if I'm Hierophant. The high priest rests secure, knowing tradition abounds and rules are being followed. Now, this one is upside down, so I'm going to read the specific upside down. Well, we can't all be followers, can we? Upside down, this high priest is actually pretty positive, encouraging you to listen to yourself and maybe try things your own way. Oh, I like that. Some independence, huh? Listen to yourself. Kind of goes with our previous reading. It's hard. Society has us doubting ourselves a lot, huh? All right. This card is your present. He looks like a happy puppy, huh? He is upside down. I pulled this one before, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. 8 of Swords, I think. Yeah, 8 of Swords. You are in limbo, stuck in outer space. Which way's up? Which way's out? Or are you just lying on the floor, surrounded by bones, staring at the ceiling, and you can't get up? So this is reversed as well. You've silenced your mental chatter long enough to break free of a situation that felt hopeless and confining. At one point, you swore there was no way out, no solution to be had, and you'd be stuck forever. The key was owning your agency and realizing you could stand up and walk away at any time. All right, and then your next one is your future. The Magician. Hey, welcome if you're just coming in, Queen. I am doing a reading for a nursery, and then I'll go back up through the chat just to make sure I didn't miss anybody that might still be here. All right, the magician. The magician. The real trick here is straddling two worlds, two paws firmly on the earth, and the other two lifted creatively in service of unfettered potential. The leash, the treat, the stick, and the ball represent the four elements and the four tarot suits. Everything as Puck needs to manifest her best, most enchanted life. Wisdom and purity are represented by the red roses and white lilies, and magic is happening. The infinity symbol on the dog tag reminds you of your unlimited potential. So clarify your intentions and commit to your passions. Oh, I really like that. I'm going to read it one more time. Clarify your intentions and commit to your passions. A nursery, I hope that brings you some guidance and something to pray and meditate on and going into your day and into your future. I'm so glad you were here for me to do a reading for. Thank you. Okay, let me go back up. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, I got Benita. I got a nursery. Shannon. Shannon was here. Are you still in the chat, Shannon, or did you leave? She might have left. Mercedes. Mercedes, are you still in the chat? I think you're next. Mercedes. Friends. Mercedes was the one thinking people were playing games with them. Might have popped off. All right, let me see who was after Mercedes. Mercedes. Benita, Mercedes, Benita. Emil, is that correct? Emil? Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing Emil. My sponsor, I have a sponsor. I'm in the AA community, and I've been calling her Maj for like 3 months, and she's not corrected me. She's like, my name is Maud. Emil, if you're there. Hey, Thomas, how are you? All right, maybe Emil left. All right, well, I guess that leaves my queen. Queen, are you still here? Would you like your reading? I love the name Queen. That's amazing. I've called on a few before, but they didn't respond. So, Queen, if you're here, I can do you next. Hey, Thomas, I hope you're doing well, brother. It's good to see you again. Hey, Tolga, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Oh, right by the river. Amazing. We're looking at property down in Florida, and a lot of the property we're looking at is right near the Sewanee. It's amazing. I can't wait to get down there. We're waiting on a response now from an offer we put in, so we'll see. Well, there were a couple of people in line for a reading that I think popped out. So if anybody's here that still wants a reading, just let me know in the chat, and I can do a little reading for you. No, that's crazy, Tolga. Tolga's in the same community as Moto's community, right? Duct tape, yeah. That's what I was like. I knew the name. like literally on the Nile. I did not realize that. That's insane. Like I was like, what a small world. Well, I didn't know that that's where he lived. Oh, I bet. I would love to see that river in real. Yeah, Sewanee, it did look really beautiful. Probably nothing compared to the Nile. All right, Thomas. Yeah. Oh, it's no fun. You better make sure that you keep that your body rested. But yes, I'll do a 3 spread on you, Thomas. All right, I'm gonna pray over the deck. Okay. Source, creator of all beings, I ask that you continue to guide me with my words in this deck to help guide Thomas in his upcoming surgery. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring him peace and healing and a quick recovery. And so it is. Amen. And I won't say past, present, future, since it's kind of just like a guidance reading. We'll just look at your first card first. Hey, Queen, I'm so sorry I asked and then I didn't hear from you, so I'm doing Thomas now. But if you want to stay in here, Queen, I'll do one right after Thomas for you, okay? I love the name, by the way. Like, all of us should be just named Queen and King. All right, Thomas, this is the Fool. Oh, who can resist that face? It's time for an adventure. Not too many adventures, though, if you're having a knee surgery. This might be connected to your past after all, huh? No mixed messages here. Someone wants to go for a walk, perhaps blaze new trails. That bright sun means optimism and opportunity abound, while the white roses on the leash means there's plenty of trust here. The big questions are, is that loyalty deserved, and will it be rewarded? Whether that will turn out to be misplaced remains to be seen. Well, that's thought provoking, huh? But don't go on too many adventures. That might be why you need this knee surgery. All right. This is the Page of Pentacles, and it is turned upside down. Find this beauty. Thank you for having patience. I'm having a hard time. There we go. The Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to read the broad description first. Pages signal new beginnings and becoming a student of the suit's qualities. Here, the suit of pentacles and the element of earth represent reliability, stability, patience, and steadiness. Now I'm going to read the reverse description. In this position, the page is too lazy and plotting to pursue his goals. He'll just as soon chase a dragonfly as chase a tennis ball. Pentacles are about appreciating the material world, including naps and treats, but you must keep pleasure and work in the right balance. Balancing, and that's going to be hard too, especially if you're a worker with this knee surgery. So remember, as you're in recovery, to keep it balanced. I wore out all my meniscus in my knee. Plus, I had a wreck on the Yamaha. Oh, no. Yeah, that's no good. Wrecks for bad knees already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's read your next one. Oh, this one looks amazing. I don't think I've pulled this one before either. Thank y'all for letting me connect with my deck and doing readings for y'all. Bob thinks it's funny when I say deck because he's like a middle school boy. All right, so this should be the Five of Cups. Oh my goodness, I love her little pigtails. No, I was wrong. All right. The Ten of Cups. I can't read Roman numerals right now. The Ten of Cups. The completion of a cycle. This card represents finding wholeness, happiness, and stability in love or family life. And it is upright. You guard a wardrobe of collars, but you're no diva. These collars belong not to you, but to members of your pack. Every dog has a collar suited to their fancy and perfectly fitted to their neck. Every dog is recognized and valued as an individual and finds their right place in the household. Count your blessings and let that tail wag. Oh, I love it. It looks like a bright future, Thomas. I love it. I'm so glad you let me do a reading for you. Thank you. All right, Queen, it's your turn. Look, I love it. Do you have a specific thing in mind, Queen, or you just wanted general guidance today? And welcome to the others here. Queen is up for her reading. Just waiting to see why my mom. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna give you a little piece before we start. Tarot doesn't necessarily answer straightforward questions. Like, for example, a woman asked me the other day, "What you're welcome, Thomas." Yes, let that tail wag. Queen, a woman asked me the other day who her future husband was going to be. And unfortunately, tarot won't work like that. So it won't give you, let's say, a deliberate answer, but it'll give you some guidance and maybe something to meditate or if you pray to pray on. So I'll do a 3 card read for you, which is past, present, future. And then we'll just go from there, okay? Just keep an open mind is all, okay? All right. I'm going to pray over the deck first, just to ask for my spirit allies and my source to come through. I call upon my higher power, my source, the creator of all beings, to guide my words and guide these cards to help Queen have some resolution with family relationships and to see the beauty in this world and to just bring lots of love, light, and positivity too. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to help with healing and guidance and love. And so it is. Amen. All right. Now I'm going to shuffle a few times for you, Queen, and just meditate over what you would like to be, what you would like to hear, and or what you are, your question in mind. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I have a very rocky relationship with my parents. It's very up and down. So I can relate. But I love that you are speaking your positivity into your name. All right, so your first card is your past, or maybe just as it directly relates to this scenario. And this is the Eight of Wands. The shorthand for this card is speed. This dog is nearly finished stacking his sticks and in record time. Things are coming together quickly, ready or not. Whether it's a relationship, a work project, a trip, or a new job, you're moving quickly towards your goal. Perhaps a sudden romance or vacation. Stay centered and be ready for anything. This huge burst of energy and motion will carry you over any obstacle in your path and will land you on all 4 paws. So this could be related to your past, or it might be related to a situation now, even. All right. This is the Four of Pentacles. And this typically would be the present day card, the Four of Pentacles. Well, look who has all the balls in their corner of the court. No wonder you're feeling flush, but you're also stuck guarding your bounty. If you could figure out a way to dig a hole in the tennis court and bury all four balls like a pirate treasure, you would. Instead, you are desperately pawing them towards you in an attempt to keep them from rolling away. It's great to have resources, but sometimes the fear of loss erases the pleasure of owning something in the first place. I had this card pulled the other day. For me, it was quite literally about land we were trying to purchase and about being fearful of where we were purchasing it. So this could relate to you in a literal sense like that, or it could relate to you in your relationship with your mother, or yeah, I hope it touches you or gets to you in a way that you need to hear it. Fear of loss, but society teaches us that, right? The world teaches us that we have to do this and we have to do this, and by this age if you don't do that, so that creates fear in our head. And it's hard to navigate that fear sometimes and be like, I'm good. Like the bird, I remember reading something, I think it was directly from the Bible actually, where it was like the bird, basically, ye of little faith, the birds don't hoard, because I've always lived a fear-based life. Anything that comes to the way I look, she neglects it. I'm so sorry. And that's so hard, especially being your mom, I know. And that creates a whole different set of fears in our head. Oh, but you got this. We're always loved, guided, and protected. And that's what I have to remind myself. All right. Future. Oh, I don't think I've pulled this card yet either in my readings. I've had a lot of new cards today. Thank y'all for letting me read for y'all. It means a lot to me as I learn my doggy deck that Keefa bought for me. And this should be the Four of Wands. Yes, the Four of Wands. This card describes stability, but it is anything but stasis. On the contrary, having your garden in good order gives you the freedom to leave it and chase big goals. I can see how this can connect to your family and having that in order and dealing with that so that you can deal with bigger goals. You are part of a beautifully functioning domestic ecosystem, and you know it. You're free to snap at passing bugs, dig holes, roll in the dirt, hang out with family, or nap in the sun. The four sticks making up the garden trellis create beauty and harmony, but also serve a functional purpose. You found the perfect balance between work and play. So this is your future card, and I can see as you navigate all of these and you find the proper place for them, and we let go of that fear, then you've got this bountiful garden that you're in. Oh, I hope it brings you some guidance and peace. It's easier said than done, Queen, but trying to let go of these relationships we're in and how they might negatively affect us, it's hard, but you can do it. You can do it. I had to learn with my mom. I learned this phrase in the AA rooms. It's love. Yeah, go ahead. You can type your next question. Let others voluntarily evolve. And I had to really practice that with my mom. She did a couple of things as I got sober that I was like, why would you do that in front of me or to me? Knowing I'm sober. And I didn't let resentment or hate build up. I let it go. And then the next time I came around her, she had evolved and she didn't do that thing again. She had voluntarily evolved. There's no spiritual root of the problem. Okay. Hey, everyone viewing. Thank you. I just finished Queen's reading. No, I don't see the cards. No, Queen. I don't see the cards saying that there's a spiritual problem. I think what I perceive the cards are reminding you of is just like this middle card was talking about fear of loss and how that will take away from what we have. So however that may apply. Also, what I get spiritual guidance on as far as relationships go and maybe my codependency on them is that other people are going to do things the way they do things. And we have to learn to accept those things we can't change, you know? Oh, Queen, I'm sorry, but the tarot cards don't quite work like that. I know I had two other women ask me about relationships and they'll give spiritual guidance, but they won't let you know, like, yeah, this person likes you or doesn't like you or what they think of you. I'm sorry. But thank you for letting me do your reading. I really appreciate it. At Go Mystical. Hey, Go Mystical. I'm so excited you're doing readings. My cards actually told me to connect the other day with the community. So I'm going to subscribe. Let me put it in now. Go. Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate you. Go Mystical 365. I want to see. I have this Discord chat that a friend invited me to that has a lot of mystics on it. I love it. Oh, that's a different one. This one says 777, but yours is 365. Can you share your link in the chat, Rakesh? I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. Rakesh. Hey, everyone watching. If anybody would like a free reading, you can drop a comment in the chat. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, Keyfob and I used to actually even joke about it that we were so codependent. And through treatment, I had to learn that that's not a good thing. But we've navigated it as I've lived this sober life now, and he's finding ways to bring himself peace and me too. So it's a new relationship, but good. Hey, Emil. I hope I'm not saying it wrong, Emil. Yes, of course. So, are you seeking just spiritual guidance, Emil? What connection would Shamika and I have in time to come? Okay. In regards to direct relationships, tarot more than likely won't give a specific answer in that. It'll give you something to meditate and pray if you pray over or to consider moving forward. But it won't give you like a specific answer to, a relationship per se. So, but I'll do a 3-card spread on you and you can see how you connect with it, okay? All right, I'm going to pray over the deck first, Emil, okay? Source, creator of all beings, creator of love, light, community, positivity. I ask that you guide me through this reading. I ask that you guide this deck to speak to Emil and to give the things that need to be heard. I ask that you bring peace, love, light, and positivity. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring guidance, love, and healing. And so it is. All right. I'm just going to shuffle the deck, thinking of you. I just want you to keep an open mind. I know, like the other day, I had this woman ask me about a person and how they felt about her. And the reading was really beautiful because it centered around speaking to her and how great she was. I really liked it. I was like, the cards are really reading to you, like to remember, like, if you have to question if somebody loves you or not, then, focus inward, because all of us deserve the highest of love. It's our birthright. And if somebody in our life isn't treating us like that, then we need to love them from a distance. All right, I'm going to pull down 3 cards, okay? And they're related to past, present, future. Or they might connect to this specific question. I just always warn people going in that you might not get an answer specific to a question like that. The first card is the Tower, and it is upside down. So I'm going to read the general description first. Why are there suddenly great sticks of fire tearing through the sky, followed by the most unwelcome and thundering cacophony? Oh, he has his headphones on. I was going to ask him for help. If this unexpected change feels like chaos and upheaval, that's because it is. Now it is reversed. Things might seem a right mess, but upside down, the Tower is actually a reassurance that rebuilding follows. You'll be okay. Cats aren't the only ones who land on their feet. So this card, speaking of maybe some upheaval, but that rebuilding will happen and that you're going to be fine. And again, it might relate to your past, but it might relate to this specific question. All right. This could be your present, or it might relate to the question. This is the Moon. No matter how bright the moon is, it is still the realm of the night. It may be a tad harder to see at night, but this card pretends clarity when looking inward at your innermost dreams, desires, and intuitions. Don't be afraid of the dark, and don't get distracted by the pesky felines you encounter. The moon is here to help you connect to your truer self. But watch out, the crab here represents the tough-shelled ego, which can pop up in your dreams, a flag as red as its shell. I was trying to hone in on one specific thing. Don't be afraid of the dark, and don't get distracted by the pesky felines you encounter. This card's just saying to reflect inward again, almost like that other reading I did where they asked specifically about another person in their life, about reflecting inward and on your innermost dreams and making those come true. Yeah, and it's saying keep that ego in check. Lord, my ego loves to flare its ugly head. And a lot of times ego isn't necessarily like boasting, like, oh, I'm great. Ego is just even like being in fear. Like my ego is like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to pay the light bill. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be. That's my ego. Or even negative self-talk is my ego. So sometimes society teaches us that ego is just like, oh, so boasting, but that's not always ego. Ego can come in other ways too. All right, and then this is your future, or as maybe it relates to the question at hand. The Knight of Swords. Oh, he's got his little puff cup. Look at that. My dog loves the puff cup. Like you can't even put it in her head for long, and she's done with it. Oh, Knight. Knight of Swords. So I'm going to read the general description first. The knight has moved out of the apprentice phase and is embarking on his journey to learn all about the element of air, how to control his mind and his thoughts rather than allowing them to control him. Now it is reversed, so I'll read the reverse description. Sometimes the curiosity is just too much to bear. The knight knows you can't resist following a side path to see what's around the bend, even if it takes you off task for a bit. Just be sure you can retrace your steps to get back on track. I don't know if that relates to the question at hand or if this just might pop up in the future. I know that tarot sometimes won't make sense. And then like in the future, something will happen, and then you're like, oh, that's what that card meant. So this one is just reminding you that being curious is okay. Just remember to not get too distracted and find your way back to the main path. I really appreciate you allowing me to do a free reading on you, Emil. Hey, Sana. Is it Sana? I hope I'm not mispronouncing it right. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I was just telling other people I have a sponsor in the AA program. I've been calling her Maj for like months, and she just corrected me today. She's like, my name's Maud. Sana. I'd love a general reading on what's next. Yeah, Sana, if you're still here, hop in the chat and I'll do your reading next, Sana. You can tell I'm like small town Georgia girl, huh? Don't know how to read. Hey Patricia, Sana is next if she's still here, or yeah. But after her, I can do a reading for you, Patricia, or unless she's gone, I can do a reading for you. Y'all are so kind. I love this community. I rarely have a bomb. Like I've only done it twice, but I haven't had bombers yet. Thank God. Let me knock on wood. Sana, are you still here? Okay, well, she might have stepped away. So I can go ahead and do one for you, Patricia. Do you have, a general one? Okay, yeah, we'll do a 3-card spread. Let me say a prayer over the deck and then we'll get started, Patricia. Source, creator of all beings, creator of this beautiful world we live in, I ask that you continue to use my body, my words, and these cards to guide and lift this community and Patricia. I ask that you bring peace, love, and happiness and abundance to Patricia. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring love, happiness, and healing to Patricia. And so it is. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle for you and just keep an open mind and an open heart. And yeah, our spirit allies are amazing. I had to learn a good lesson in intuition. I'm a doggy person. We have a pack of 10. And when I first started learning to listen to my intuition and discernment, it was Archangel Raphael. They said Archangel Raphael loves to joke. And sure enough, one morning, one of my puppies had an accident. And I walked by and I said, I should probably pick that up. And I didn't. And I continued getting ready for work. And then sure enough, right as I was about to leave, I stepped in it. And I was like, okay, Archangel Raphael, I hear you loud and clear. I had to do that twice before I really learned something, a little next level of discernment. I'm not going to say I still there's no perfection, right? So, but I'm a little bit better today than I was then about discernment. Patricia, bring her light, love, and positivity, and guidance, and peace. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. All right, and this will be a past, present, future, or if you are thinking of something specific. Okay, no worries. If you are thinking of something specific, it might relate to that. If not, you can consider it past, present, future. All right, so your first one is the Ace of Cups, and it is reversed. So I'm going to read the general description first, but then I'll read the specific reverse description. All right. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their literal first steps towards building a lovely, long-lasting connection. And now it is reversed, so I'll read the reverse description. Both people and dogs can chafe at using leashes, and too much control can stifle freedom and joy. The collar gets put on a little too tightly, the leash pulled too hard when trust is absent. And when it's all about wanting power over another, there's no room for love. Be open to self examination, countering self doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. Ooh, I like that. Be open to self examination, countering self doubt, and watch out for others who ask too much of you. So that could be past or it could be related to love and career. All right. And in the middle would be your present or either how it might relate to the question at hand. And this is the Three of Cups. It is reversed, so I'll read the general description first. It's a spring day, and you're in the park with your best dog friends, ready to romp. In other words, the party's on. Now it is reversed, so this is specific to the reverse card. Can the hapless human keep up with all this happy canine energy? Sure, until it tips into a frenzy. Did someone say zoomies? You can definitely play too hard for too long or play a bit too roughly. Don't let your exuberance get out of control. You may injure others or yourself. So both of these cards are kind of talking towards maybe spreading yourself too thin and finding some balance. I only know it because I get these a lot for myself. I'm bad about spreading myself way too thin or overly saying yes to everything. So yeah, I hope that those two connect with you. And then your last card can be future or it could be directly related to the question at hand. This is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, Ace of Pentacles. What greater joy does life deliver than a tennis ball fresh from a pop top can? Sure, there are millions just like it, but this one feels special. It's a gift and it's yours. Now it's upright, so I'm going to read that. You're being offered the chance to do something new in the material realm. Often that's a new job, but it might also be an inheritance you can invest, a business partnership, a raised bed in a community garden, or a brand new tennis ball to chase around the park. Whatever the resource, steward it wisely. Oh, so I don't know if you are doing like a job change or thinking about it, but it says there you're being offered to do something new in the material realm. I don't know how that applies to you, but it'll give you something to reflect on. Thank you, Patricia, for letting me do a reading. When y'all allow me to do it, it helps me build my practice and it helps me to connect with my deck. So I hope that offered some thoughts to provoke. Meditate and pray if you pray over. Oh, me too. I'm switching jobs. So yeah. It won't answer directly, but yeah, it's saying go for it, huh? Thank you again, Patricia. Hey, Vanshika. I hope I'm not mispronouncing Vanshika. Edita, like me romantically. Okay, so I'll do a reading, but the tarot cards won't typically answer yes, this person likes you or no, this person doesn't. But if you would like, I can do a 3-card reading and then you can see what you get from it. Vanshika, would you like a 3-card reading? Hey, Thomas. No, I call myself a Christian mystic. Um, a mystic is more of like a, I don't want to tell you wrong. Y'all ask good questions. And then I'm like, wait, I don't want to like word vomit the wrong thing. But it's not directly related to mysticism. The tarot reading could be in several different religious and spiritual settings. So yeah, but a lot of times we tarot readers are mystics. All right, Benshika, I'm gonna pray over the deck for you first, okay? And then we'll just do a 3-card spread, and it that we'll let me pray over the deck first, and then we'll go from there. Benshika, okay. I hope I'm not butchering your name. um, I, source, love, light, positivity, all that you are, all that you bring to this world. I ask that you continue to guide my words, to guide this deck, to guide this reading to Benshika and bring peace, love, and positivity to their world. I ask that Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael come into this reading and offer healing, offer love, peace, and happiness. All that is good and the greater good. Thank you. And so it is. Okay, I'm going to shuffle. No, Thomas, no worries. You're not putting me on the look. It's good. I need to actually Google what's the definition of a mystic. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I always struggled with organized religion because I felt like the higher power I knew was all loving. It's hard to explain. So I consider myself a Christian mystic now, which is somebody that's all accepting of all religions, which is why I read the Gita from Hinduism, which is why I do meditations in Buddhism, because I know in my heart and mind that we have the same higher power, So that's kind of, I think, more like what a mystic is. And a mystic is all about oneness and being connected. All right, Benshika, I'm going to shuffle this deck thinking of your beautiful self, handsome self. I don't want to be gender specific. And keep an open mind and heart, okay? As said, she offer love, guidance, bring happiness and healing to Benshika as they're seeking guidance from their spirit allies. I release any negativity from this deck and only offer light, love, and positivity. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck. And then we'll do a 3-card read. Hey, welcome to anybody new. I am doing a reading currently. And I think I have one after this person. 10, please, God. Okay. Aww. I see you, Miriam. I'm on Benshika right now, okay? I see you, Amiz. I hope I didn't say that wrong. Okay, Benshika. This can be your past, or it could be connected to the question at hand. A couple of people who've been asking about relationships have gotten this card today. You'll see why in a minute. This is called the moon. So, no matter how bright the moon is, it is still the realm of the night. It may be a tad harder to see at night, but this card pretends clarity when looking inward at your innermost dreams, desires, and intuitions. Don't be afraid of the dark and don't get distracted by the pesky felines you encounter. The moon is here to help you connect to your truer self. But watch out, the crab here represents the tough-shelled ego, which can pop up in your dreams, a flag as red as its shell. So I feel like people get this card when they ask about relationships because your spirit allies, your higher power, whatever you believe in, is asking you to seek inwards and look at your innermost dreams. And if this person isn't lining up with that, then maybe it's something for you to decide versus whether thinking about how they feel. It's like, what do you want and what do you feel? And it brings up the ego. And I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you were in here, but a lot of times society teaches us that ego is just like somebody who's like, oh, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. But actually, ego will manifest in ways of being fearful as well. Like my ego is not a boasting ego, but it's an ego of like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, this isn't going to happen, or this won't work out the way I want. That's how my ego manifests itself. And that's what this card is speaking to, is reflecting inwards. And yeah, just reflecting inwards. All right. So the middle card can be your present, or it might connect to the question at hand. It's the Queen of Pentacles. There we go. The Queen of Pentacles. So it's reversed. So I'll read the description first, and then I'll read the upside down version. Gentle, steady, and secure in who she is, this queen appreciates a good tennis ball as much as the next dog, but will never snap it out of your hand. She'll be as patient as she needs to be. So now this one is reversed. Upside down, Her Highness retreats to a corner of the room, growling when approached. She might also have lost her way with work-life balance or has realized she is depleted. She may wish to remind you to focus on yourself for a while rather than on others. So both of your cards are asking you to look inwards. I don't want to say your name wrong. I'm going to look back up. Benshika. Yeah, both of your cards are asking you to reflect inwards and not try not to let your ego worry about the other people. All right, and then your last card will be future, or either it might directly relate to your question. Oh, he looks like a happy puppy full of food. This should be the Four of Swords. No, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I can't read Roman numerals right now. Nine of Swords. All right, this is the Nine of Swords. Your nervous system is in overdrive, and not even treats or forbidden sit on a couch are comforting. You can't sleep. You're full of dark, fearful thoughts. That's your ego. Fear can be ego as well, or is ego. You're worried and plagued by anxious thought loops. Try to assess whether the reaction to the situation is right size. The reaction. If you're a reactive person, I know I've always been. I had to learn the 3 P's: pause, process, and then proceed, because I'm very reactive. I can be very reactive at times instead of responding. We have to learn, especially me, how to respond instead of react to things and to people. You're in the, it says, try to assess whether the reaction to the situation is right sized or if you're in the midst of a freak out. So I don't know if it connects, Benshika, with you, but I feel like your card, your spread is really asking you to find a practice where you can reflect inward. I don't know if you like to meditate or not. Meditation for me has really brought me a lot of peace. I've always been a very anxious person, so it might bring you some peace. Thank you for letting me read. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and positivity. Hey, Miriam. Light 10. Please guide by when I will get my Canadian PR. Are you still here, Miriam? Hey, I just read your question. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so tarot won't specifically tell you a time frame of when you will receive that. It's more of spiritual guidance, positivity, thought provoking. Would you like me to do a general read and then we'll see if it connects or if it doesn't? I know for sure it won't give you a specific time frame. The last card, hold on, Benshika. It's the 9. I want to say, I don't want to tell you wrong. Hold on. It's the 9 of Swords, Benshika. The 9 of Swords was your last card. Okay, okay, Miriam. What we're gonna do? Oh, thank y'all for the ones coming in. Hey, Namira. I don't want to say it wrong. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong. Namira. All right, Miriam. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pray over the deck, okay? And then we'll just do a 3 card spread, and if it connects to your question at hand, then wonderful. If not, maybe I'll just bring you something to reflect on, okay? Miriam. Miriam. Source, my higher power, thank you for guiding me during this session. I ask that you continue to guide my words in this deck over Miriam and bring light, love, and positivity their way. I ask that you bring a strong sense of faith to them and to patience and relieve their fears as they maybe go through this process. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to guide Miriam and bring a sense of peace and happiness. And so it is. May I ask, Miriam, Canadian PR, I think is what I read. Canadian PR, is that like a citizenship? Canadian PR. Of course, Vanshika, no problem. Oh, thank you, Amiz. Yeah, Namiria. I'm doing Miriam now. And then I think after Miriam, I just want to make sure if there was anybody else. After Miriam, Amiz is next. And then after Amiz, I can do you. All right, Miriam. Oh, good luck. I hope that it works. I know it will. I know it will. I know those things just take time. All right, Miriam. I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you, okay? Just keep an open heart and an open mind. Love, guidance, positivity their way. Bring peace, releasing fears. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. I'm so excited for your new adventure to Canada. Oh, Canada. Doing much better than the States right now, huh? All right. So your first card could potentially be the past, or it might relate to your question at hand. All right, and this is the Ace of Cups. Okay, the Ace of Cups. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their little first steps towards building a loving, long lasting connection. A collar and tag say, "You belong to me." The leash is a literal and symbolic connection, a way to keep both safe and accounted for when they're out in the world together. These two have connected hand to paw, absorb the healing powers of trust and love. All right. Now, the next card could be your present, or it could be related to the question at hand. Oh, I don't think I've pulled this one before either. I've got a lot of new cards today. This has been a great reading day. All right, this is the no, wrong, sorry. 10 of Wands. I keep doing that today. This is the 10 of Wands. You found all the sticks on the other side of the fence. Oh, how ironic is that you're talking about Canada? Like a whole, that's funny. You found all the sticks on the other side of the fence, but there can be too much of a good thing, and sometimes winning feels a lot like losing. Huh. So this is upright. Having all the sticks isn't all it's cracked up to be. It can feel like a trap and a burden. Your sense of feeling overwhelmed is real, and I can imagine you're feeling overwhelmed with this. You're stuck on one side of the fence, trying to stake a claim to the biggest pile of sticks you've ever seen. Remember, there are plenty of sticks in the world. Take a breather. Oh, I got goosebumps because I know, Miriam, what you're feeling. We're relocating soon. We're not relocating as big as another country, but I know how this can feel for you. And I'm sending you so much peace and love right now. And I know it's easier said than done, but take those deep breaths. Try to enjoy the moment you're in now while you wait for that to happen. I'm excited for you. All right, your next card could be your future or it could be related to the direct question. Oh, he looks like a happy puppy. All right, so this is the Eight of Swords. You are in limbo, stuck in outer space. Which way's up? Which way's out? Or are you just lying on the floor, surrounded by bones, staring at the ceiling, and you can't get up? You are jailed by your own thoughts, spinning in a never-ending loop. And I know when we have to wait, oh, that happens to me. If I like, just like with this land we're buying, me waiting, my thoughts are just like this all day long. I have to find some balance for myself with those never-ending thoughts. You may feel like someone else told you to roll over and play dead, but that command is coming from you. You're trapped by your perception, not by actual circumstances. The good news is that it's within your power to change your mindset and to move on. Oh, I like that. I hope that it brought you some reflection, Miriam, and some peace. I know that that is a big move for you. So I'm definitely you're in my thoughts and my prayers, and I hope that Canada goes smoothly for you. All right. And thank you for letting me read for you. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see. I said Namira next. Yeah, Namira. Hey, Namira, are you still in the chat? Hey, PS, welcome. I have two people up now, Namiria and then Emez. No, wait. I think Emez. Yeah, actually. All right, Namiria. Yes, Amiz, I did. Namiria, I'm sorry. Amiz was first, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Amiz first and then Namiria. Let me make sure I don't want to. Yeah, it was Amiz. Okay, let's do Amiz first. Amiz, let me go back to your. Thank you. Y'all are so kind. I love this. Sometimes I worry if the either way, this platform has been very good to me. And people have been very gentle and positive. All right, Amiz. I'm trying to find your question again. What does TG's ancestor spirit guides want me to know about him or us? Thanks for sharing and letting. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. What do they want me to know about him or us? Okay. Let me just do a three card spread and we'll find out, right, Amiz? All right. I'm going to pray first, okay? Amiz. Am I saying it right? Amiz? Amiz? I like butcher names. Source, our all loving source, the creator of everything. I'm so grateful you're here with us today and guiding this session and bringing so much love, positivity to this community. I ask that you continue to guide me, the cards, and my words to help Amiz in their situation and bring them the words they need to hear, to ponder over, and to meditate or pray over. I ask that you send lots of love, light, and positivity to Amiz and their family. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to provide healing, love, light, positivity, and abundance to Amiz and their family. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle. Amiz. It's like saying I am free. I am free. Oh, I like it. I'm free. I like that. I miss. I miss. It's like saying I am free. I'm. I feel like I'm making it worse. Love, spirituality, guidance. Okay, I'm gonna cut the deck. Okay, so your first card, each awakening is free. Yes, it is, right? I like that you said each awakening because I had what I call spiritual awakening in January, but I also am and newly sober and clean. Today's 68. I haven't looked at my day count yet. I should have done that for Saint. So, but so they say in AA that you have another awakening after you work the steps. So I'm like, oh, it's just each day gets a little more awakened, doesn't it? All right, your first card might be your past, or it might be directly connected to the question at hand. And this is the devil, but it is turned upside down. All right. Do not let the hiss of this strange creature fool you. This devil is all yowl and no scratch. And it's reversed. So I'm going to read that description. Now, the cat's upside down, and you really can't ignore what it denotes. You're already on the path to some welcome transformation. Don't stop now. Freedom is yours for the taking, as opposed to this cat who's upside down. Dummy. They called the cat a dummy. So, yeah, your spirit allies, your higher power, whatever it is you believe in, is like freedom. Freedom. That is amazing. Is yours for the taking. Don't stop now. Welcome all that transformation. All right, your next card could be your present, or it could be related to the question at hand. This is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. I want to make sure it's something. All right, it is upside down. So I'm going to read the description first, and then I'll read the specific upside down part. The completion of a cycle. This card represents finding wholeness, happiness, and stability in love or family life. Now, reversed, discord rather than harmony rules the household. Dogs decide to wear one another's collars without asking. Sometimes they go without a collar entirely. Sounds like my pack. And communication is murky or non existent. Though the dogs in this pack want things to go smoothly, individual selfish concerns take precedence over the good of the whole. Keep an eye out for conflict and deal with disconnection directly. About communication. I know I've had to in my sobriety really work that communication with Keefob, my husband, because I never did communicate before, and I struggled with that, and so did he, as we've realized in my sobriety how to work this new relationship. So yeah. All right, and then your next card will either be your future or it could relate to the question at hand. The moon. This one's been coming up a lot today. No matter how bright the moon is, it is still the realm of the night. It may be a tad harder to see at night, but this card portends clarity when looking inward at your innermost dreams, desires, and intuitions. Don't be afraid of the dark and don't get distracted by the pesky felines you encounter. The moon is here to help you connect to your truer self, and it's a new moon, too. But watch out, the crab here represents the tough shelled ego, which can pop up in your dreams, a flag as red as its shell. So, yeah, so just Your spirit allies, your higher powers wanting you to reflect inwards and try not to let this 3D world distract us and be true to your true self. What his ancestors want me to know. Lots ancestral prayers for him. So I've been obeying God and letting what. Yes, that's me. I've been having to let go and let my higher power lead me. I try to control everything, but it's not, this world isn't meant for me to control. So I hope that that connected with you. And I hope that you find some peace. And, lots ancestral prayers for him. I'll be sending lots of prayers too. Thank you for letting me do a reading. All right. I don't want to say it wrong. Now I feel like I'm butchering everybody's names. Namira. Is that right? Namira. A general reading for Namira. Thank you, Ahmed. I really appreciate you. I love the name. I'm sweet. All right, Namira. I'm going to pray over the deck, okay? Namira. Source, my higher power, thank you for these readings. I ask that you continue to guide my word, my hands in this deck for Namira. I ask that you bring peace, love, and happiness to Namira. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring in love, light, positivity, and healing for Namira. Thank you for having them in this community. And just send lots of abundance. And so it is. Amen. All right. I'm going to shuffle and then just keep an open mind for me, Namira. Love, light, positivity, happiness, and guidance. Peace. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck. And then I'll do 3 cards. So it could be past, present, future. Or if you have a thought in mind, it might relate to that. Okay. So this could be your past, or it might relate to a question at hand. Oh, I love the sun. It has a little quirky big old butt. And this one is reversed. The sun. I'll read the general description first, and then I'll read the specific upside down description. Look in the dictionary under basking, and you'll see this pup fully embracing the warmth of the sun's brightest rays. Now it is turned upside down. And then there's such a thing as too much optimism. The sun's rays can blind us to the needs of both ourselves and others. You're a pack animal. Find your fellow beings and share in the gifts of companionship. All right. And then the middle one could be present, or it could be related to whatever you might be thinking about. This is the ten of Pentacles. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. A dog romps through his family's August estate. This card is all about legacy, that of our forebears and yours too. Yeah, P.S. You can go next. And the upright, what we inherit, including genes, family reputation, and money, has a huge effect on us. I know my genetics had a huge negative effect on me. Working through those now. But we do have some say in how those variables play out in our lives. This is the long game card. Ask yourself what gifts and burdens you've been handed and what legacy you'll leave to future generations. financial and otherwise. All right. And then your next, I know, right? Yeah. I love how it's like, we've been given all these things, like sometimes bad, sometimes good, but ultimately we have the say so in how those variables play out in our lives. Like we ultimately, have the say so in our happiness. All right. And then your last card could be future or it could be related to a thought at hand. Oh, decisions. Let me see. I don't want to say wrong. This should be the 8 of Cups. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. A dog can wear only one leash and only one collar at a time. So why are there 8 of them hanging on the wall? Relationships like leashes can fray and outlive their usefulness. You remember each and every leash hanging on those hooks. Associate every one of them with the season of your life. But only one leash is in good shape and it fits well. You know which one it is. Ask for it, wear it proudly to the park, and leave the unraveling, ill-fitting collars and leashes behind. Sometimes we have to dust our hands off of the ones that aren't meant, that don't serve the higher purpose anymore, huh? Oh, I hope it connected with you, Namira. And thank you for letting me do a reading for you. When y'all let me do a reading, it gives me time to practice on my skill and to connect with my deck as well as to maybe offer some peace to the community as I've been given. Thank you, Namira. Okay, PS, do you have a specific question or let me just go back up and see? You probably put it in the chat, huh? PS. I can ask a question. Okay, so you haven't asked yet. Okay, PS. Yeah, you can ask a question. I can't guarantee I'll answer it, but you can ask it. Of course, Namira. Always, always. Thank you for being here. PS, are you still there? What's coming for you? Okay. So, tarot won't give you necessarily a specific answer. So, like, whenever I wanted to buy property, as we started this property search, I would ask, should I do this or should I do this? But it's more thought provoking than anything. Gives you something to meditate over or to pray over if you pray. So I won't say that maybe you'll get a direct answer as to what exactly is coming for you, but it might offer some guidance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray over the deck for you, and then we'll do a 3-card spread. And it could connect to your past, present, future, or it could connect to what's coming for you. Okay. I'm going to pray first, okay? Source, the creator of all beings, thank you so much for your guidance during this session. I ask that you bring PS love, light, and positivity, and that you offer the guidance that they need to hear right now. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to guide PS, to heal PS, and to send them love, light, and positivity. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle, and then you just keep an open mind and an open heart, and your spirit allies, your higher power, whatever it is you believe in, will speak, okay? Any negativity from this day, I ask that you only bring positivity and light to PS. to guide them in the direction that they need to go to live a happy, successful life. Thank you for always guiding us and protecting us. Thank you for being all loving. Okay, now I'm going to cut the deck. Okay, so your first card could be past, or it might be connected to your question. And this is the Devil card. Don't worry, it's not that bad. All right, the description. Do not let the hiss of the strange creature fool you. This devil is all yowl and no scratch. Before you let this feline specter bully you with its mean mug, understand that it is actually inviting you to look at your own dark urges, but not as a means of punishment and self mutilation. Rather, this is an opportunity to break destructive habits, as well as the reminder that you possess the ability to do so. So it's like a self-reflection card on anything that might be unhealthy habits for you, and to reflect on those and remember that you ultimately have power over them. All right. Your middle one could be your present card, or it could be related to the question at hand. Oh, hold on. Let me put my charger on real quick. Okay. I need to get a little notebook for my card descriptions because I've used them so much they're all falling apart. I guess it's a good thing though, huh? I really love this doggy deck. My husband bought it for me. It's beautiful. I had a deck before, but I had a hard time connecting with it. And somebody at the store told us that it's better luck to have someone purchase your first deck for you. And then my husband picked this one out, and I've connected with it so beautifully. All right, this card is called the Four of Pentacles, and it's upside down. So I'll read the description first, and then I'll read the reverse description. The Four of Pentacles. Well, look who has all the balls in their corner of the court. No wonder you're feeling flushed, but you're also stuck guarding your bounty. All right, now the reversed one says, looking around the tennis court, you notice balls flying all over the place. Balls just like the four you're guarding. Watching others playing rather than hoarding reminds you why tennis balls exist in the first place. Plus, the sheer number of them shocks you into realizing that the world is rich in tennis balls. You don't have to be so uptight or miserly. So it's like, maybe if you're guarding like what you do have, then maybe realizing like there's so much beauty in the world past what we're guarding, right? Hey, Healing. I'm doing a reading for PS, but then sure, you can ask a question. I'm going to read this again, PS. Falls just like the four you're guarding. Watching others, the sheer number of them shocks you. I guess it's just like the overwhelmingness of the 3D world, you know? Like, our world can be very overwhelming and very debilitating. You know, my mind definitely got sucked into the 3D world for a long time. And I lived a very fear-based life. So I hope that connects with you in some way. All right. And then your next card could be your future card, or it could connect to the question at hand as well. And this one is I always say it wrong, Hierophant. Hierophant. I have to Google up how to say it because I always mispronounce it. Hierophant. And it is upside down. Okay, I'll read the general description first. Hierophant. The Hierophant or high priest rests secure, knowing tradition abounds and rules are being followed. Now it is turned. Well, we can't all be followers, can we? Upside down, the high priest is actually pretty positive, encouraging you to listen to yourself and maybe try things your own way. So, this reading, these two are kind of talking about like maybe you're letting things in the world make you live fear based or bad habit, like all this negativity in this world. But then this card is reminding you that you're awesome. That you're going to be positive. If you're not yet, you're going to be. You're positive, and that it's encouraging you to listen to yourself and to try things your own way. So instead of asking what's coming my way, you create what's going to come your way, because ultimately we have control of that, right? I hope it kind of guided you and gave you something to meditate or pray over or whatever you do in your practice. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you. All right, healing, healing. What's your question? Type it out. I will see if I can answer. Healing, are you still here? Or maybe it's just a long question, huh? Of course, PS. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to butcher these names. Is he ready to give him money now? Okay, so the way tarot works, typically it won't give you like a yes or no answer for that kind of question. It will give spiritual guidance, it will give something to ponder and to pray or meditate over. So, what I can do healing is I can provide a 3 card read, and that can relate to past, present, future, or it might relate to the question at hand. Um, so, would you still like a reading? Okay. All right. I'm going to pray over the deck first. Okay, Helium? My source, my higher power of all love, light, and positivity. I ask that you continue to use my words in this deck to help provide love, light, healing, or healing. I just got that. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to bring light, love, and positivity and healing to healing. And so it is. Amen. That was a peaceful prayer just because your name is healing. That's amazing. All right, I'm going to shuffle the deck and I want you to just keep an open mind, an open heart. You can keep your question at hand. And yeah, thank you for letting me do a reading for you. Bring love, guidance, and positivity to you. I release any negativity from this deck. As only light, love, and positivity into raising the positive vibration. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. Okay. Your first one might be past, or it might be related to the question at hand. The Ace of Cups. A dog and her human prepare to take their first walk together, starting a process of emotional bonding. They're taking their literal first steps towards building a loving, long lasting connection. A collar and tag say, "You belong to me." The leash is a literal and a symbolic connection, a way to keep both safe and accounted for when they're out in the world together. These two have connected hand to paw, absorbed the healing powers of trust and love. Hey, Laura, welcome in. I'm doing a reading for healing right now. Actually, that's the person's name. It's pretty amazing. All right, your middle card healing could be your present, or it could be related to the question at hand. And it's reversed. It's the Queen of Cups reversed. I'm going to read the general description. I'm glad you're here too, Laura. I'm going to read the general description and then I'll read it reversed, the description of it being reversed. The queen is intuitive, creative, big-hearted, and empathetic, and she returns all the love that comes her way plus more. Now, when it's reversed, when the queen is upside down, she is still keen-eyed enough to sense your emotions, but she might use them against you. Maybe that's because there's a new dog in the house and she's jealous. Her emotions are oversized and warping her judgment as a result. Take a deep breath and curl up, pup. Self-care is on the agenda. So I don't think this card's applying so much. I think it's applying more to your emotions, especially if we're talking about money and whether that money will be provided. I believe this card is speaking to the emotions that are involved in that. And that this card is telling you to take a deep breath and try to stay calm. And I know with money that is hard to do. And do just self-care. Self-care is on the agenda. All right. Your last card might be future, or it could be related to the question at hand. Aw, Justice. That's a pretty card. I haven't gotten this card in a while. Too far. I went too far. Almost there. So this is the Justice card, and it's upright. Justice, fairness, and balance. Oh, I'm glad, healing. Justice, fairness, and balance. Justice may be blind, but that has only heightened her other senses, including arbitrating fairness. Yes, your actions have consequences, and playing by the rules is rewarded in abundance. If you've chosen your actions wisely, you too have earned the right to stop and smell the flowers and bask in a ray of sunlight. Oh, I love how they connect, like, yeah, you've earned it. You've earned it. Balance, smell the flowers, get out in the sunlight, self care. I hope it helped, healing, and I hope it provided some reassurance to you. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Hey, Laura, were you just popping in to say hey, or would you like a reading? Oh, good. God bless you, healing. It brings me so much peace. Thank you. I'm glad it did. I'm sending you so much love, light, and positivity. Okay, Laura, do you just want a general, like, 3-card spread? It could be past, present, future, or it could be related to a question at hand. Okay, we'll just do a general one then. Okay, I'm going to pray over the deck. Source, my higher power, I thank you again for guiding my words and my actions during this session. I ask that you continue to use this deck and my words to help guide Laura in her daily adventures and her future adventures. I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon Archangel Raphael to love, heal, and guide Laura. Thank you for the positivity in this community. And so it is. Amen. Okay, Laura, I'm just gonna shuffle and then no worries about the lag. I live in a small town and I'm surprised I don't have like a robot voice. Cutting in and out. All right, I'm gonna shuffle. Just keep an open mind, open heart. Any negativity of this day, I ask you to guide, protect, and mark the love to Laura, and to offer healing words. Thank you for your communication and your guidance. Thank you for the protection. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. All right. So your first card could be past, or it might be directly related to a question that you might have in your mind or your heart. All right, this is the star and it is upside down. So I'm going to read the first description and then I'll read the reverse description. The clouds have parted and a single glowing light appears to show us the way. Upside down, this card reminds us that even when we are having trouble finding our guiding light, it's there. It's always there. This is not a time to wallow in hopelessness and despondency. Triumph is still yours for the taking if you trust your path and clear away obstacles. Oh, I had to hit that one like for a hardcore in my life. Yeah. I put myself in what they call a victim triangle, where, and I went through a lot of rough, stuff. So it's easy when we go through hard things to keep ourselves in this negative triangle. And this might relate to your past, or it might relate to whatever you're thinking now. But it's basically just saying like, hey, we got this. All right, your next card could be your present, or it could be related to what you might be asking about in your head or a question. This is the death card, but don't worry. It's not that bad. Despite its name, this card doesn't spell terror or disaster, just change, which to some might feel like 1,000 fireworks shattering their peaceful existence. Change is good, but if people say it enough, does it become true? Does telling you that those pesky sky explosions won't touch you actually make you feel any safer? Maybe not. Only experience can do that. Trust that not only can you make and embrace transformation, but that you'll benefit greatly from not hiding under the bed and avoiding matters. So both of these cards are speaking of change for you, and trying not to let our fears control those changes. All right. And this could be your future card, or if you're thinking something specific might be related to that. Look, all these changes happening, and this guy looks like he's got a good old toy over here, huh? This is called the Seven of Pentacles, and it's upright. You've spent the afternoon chasing down every lost ball in your backyard, and your hard work has paid off. You snuffed under every bush, pawed along the fence line, searched the doghouse. You recovered ball after ball, then consolidated them in one place. Not only can you feel satisfied about recovering your toys, but you can feel proud of the great work you've done. Oh, Laura, I love this reading because this is like, hey, work to do, work to do. Don't let fear scare me. And then this card is like, look how great life is now that I did all this work. You know, like we've got all this internal crap we have to deal with, but as we deal with it, this is what we get rewarded with, to see the true beauty in life, you know? I hope it connected with you. Thank you for letting me do your reading. I appreciate it. And thank you for being a positive light in this community. Okay, my beloved, I'm going to have to end it here. I have to go tinkle. I can't believe I've been on here for 2 hours. Y'all came in. Boy, y'all came in today. I didn't know how it was going to go. I'm so glad, Laura. I'm sending you love, light, and positivity through those changes. You're always guided and protected, always. And thank you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. It helps me connect with my spirit allies as well. All right. Namaste, everybody. Sending you lots of love, light, and positivity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spreading positivity.